You're welcome back to O'Neill's Healy Park. If you're only joining us, you're very welcome along for the second or double header this afternoon, and it's the turn of the intermediate decider, and it's the meeting of Down and Cavan. Well, if you missed it earlier on, Antrim were crowned Ulster Junior Champions with a 4-point victory over Derry, 3-8 to 2-7. A very exciting encounter between the two sides. Derry led by a point at half time. Antrim came back to win by 4 in the end. So now all attention is very firmly on the Breffni Blues of Cavan and the girls from the Mourne County in the County of Down as they come face to face in the battle to be crowned intermediate champions. Down, the reigning champions, looking to make it back-to-back Ulster intermediate titles. They defeated Cavan en route to last year's encounter, but Cavan have got the better of them in their meeting this year in the National Football League, on their way to winning the Division 3 National Football League title. So it's all set for this one. A tough one to call between the two sides, but if you were going on the league meeting, you would fancy Cavan. They ran out comfortable winners in that one. But this is championship football. It's a very, very warm day here in Omagh in O'Neill's Healy Park for this one, as the Healy marching band of Donegal lead the teams in front of the covered stand over on the far side. We will run through the teams, beginning with the girls in blue, the girls from the County of Cavan, and they will line out at Everahane, Evelyn Baugh. The full back line of Evera Daw is Lucy Crowe, Evera 3 Sinead Kelly, and Evera Cahar Emer Corcoran. Evera Cuig from Mullahorn is Mona Sheridan. The team captain is lining out at number 6, and that is Shauna Lynch. At number 7 is the ever-present Sinead Green from Templeport. The midfield pairing is Michaela Fitzpatrick, and a late change to the Cavan side. Number 30, Christina Charters, comes in to replace Annie Denher at number 9. So number 30 replacing number 9 on the Cavan side. Half forward line of Ellie Brady at number 10, Lauren McVitie at number 11, and number 12 is Catherine Dolan from Lurgan. The full forward line from Lara at number 13, Niamh Keenahan. At full forward, Aisling Sheridan, sister of course of Mona from Mullahorn, and at number 15 is Aisling Greenan. The team management, Emmett Daly, Donald Farley, has led out this side as they come face to face with the girls from the County of Down under the management of Colm Donnelly, Mark Poland, and they will line out in goals of Catherine Bourne, full back line of Amy Green, Ciara McCreener and Niamh McClory. But we're going to pause for Arlan Naveen and then I'll run through the Down side. Apologies, I will begin with the Down team again. In goals is Catherine Byrne. Full backline, Amy Green, Ciara McCreener and Niamh McClory make up the full backline. Half backline, the team captain, representing Russ Trevor. At number 5 is Clara Malvena. At number 6 is Aoife Brogan. At number 7, Erin Sands. The midfield pairing is Megan Doherty and Aoife Laverty. Half forward line, the ever scoreable and the sharpshooter Emer Fitzpatrick at number 10. Leisha Duffy's lines out at number 11 and with a change at number 12. In comes number 25, and wearing number 25 will be Claire Milbourne. Full forward line, Niamh King, Niamh Rice on the square and Eva Hicks. Our match official is from Derry, the Watty Grahams in Glen. It is Jude Dixon is the man in the middle. We look out, we see goalkeeper Catherine Byrne heading towards the Town end goals, down to our left hand side as we look out from the terrace side. So Down will be defending the scoreboard end of O'Neill's Healy Park. As Evelyn Baugh, the Cavan goalkeeper in white, black togs and black leggings, heads towards the goals down to her right hand side. The scene is almost set for the second of our double header this afternoon here in Healy Park. The sun beaming down. It's a warm afternoon. The prize on offer, a provincial title heading either to Cavan or to Down. Who will it be? Will Down be taking it for the second successive year? Or can Cavan, who were relegated, or just about stayed, in intermediate level last year, they had to beat Antrim in a playoff to stay in intermediate, send Antrim down to junior, and then Antrim have won the junior title in the curtain raiser here. So Cavan have really built on last year, and now they're looking to land their second title of the year. They've already a National League title, Division 3. After being relegated from Division 2, they made the immediate impact, and they're making an immediate effect here as Ellie Brady drives forward. Brady lays it off. Chance here already. Aisling Sheridan coming through, and that's a strong challenge coming in. Referee says it was a fair one, but he stops play because Lauren McVitie is feeling the effects of that one. She was coming like a steam train through the middle, but the referee said it was a fair challenge. So he's going to have a little chat here to the two umpires. McVitie back on her feet, thankfully. The pace of Cavan already showing an effect. Umpires happy enough with what Jude had called. It's going to be possession to Down because they had the ball when the referee stopped play. Back it goes to Bourne. Wearing a cap in the sunny afternoon here in Healy Park. Ball forward, not a best of balls though. Picked up there by Catherine Dolan. Dolan sprints away from her player. Lays it off now to McVitie, who's made a full recovery. Back it goes, and here's a chance for Dolan. First shot in anger from Dolan. Umpire goes for the flag, and Catherine Dolan opens the scoring of the TG4 Ulster Intermediate Final. And Cavan are off the mark. Catherine Dolan, the Lorgan girl, quickly into attack, and Down quickly get the ball back into action here. An evening, an afternoon, a day for the barbecue or a 99. Make sure you get the flake if you're going for a 99. As here comes the Down girls, passing the ball through the hands. Had a big victory over Tyrone in the semi-final. Tyrone, of course, were operating in Division 1. Down were operating in Division 3. That was a huge win for the Mourne girls. Meanwhile, Cavan were overcoming their neighbours Monaghan in the other semi-final. They had to come from behind. They were 5 points adrift. Early stages of the second half, but they rallied to hit 1-8 without reply, and that's possession giveaway. And Aisling Sheridan spent time down under, of course, playing for Collingwood. As the ball is forward from Aisling, who's now made sure she's back home, playing her full football for both Mullahoran and Cavan. And it stays like this makes it the right choice. As Lauren McVitie has it again. Over it comes to Dolan. Dolan sprints through the centre. Sprints past one player. Lays it off, but it's pulled to the near post there from Aisling Gilsnan. Out and wide. The first wide for Cavan, who have started the brighter. I mentioned Aisling Sheridan. Of course, a good friend who she's played over there. Sarah Rowe. Picked up a title earlier on. Different code, of course. It was in soccer. Won the grand final for Central Coast on a penalty shootout earlier in the early hours of this morning. So here comes Down, and it's Megan Doherty, but she runs into a blue line of traffic. The referee says it was a push though. It's going to be a free to the red and black of Down. Taken short to her midfield partner Aoife Laverty. Laverty comes forward, approaching the 45, flicks it over the head of the approaching Cavan player, but Cavan are snapping in there for those loose balls, and they've picked this one up, and now they'll turn defence into attack very quickly. Referee was playing the advantage. Here's Dolan again. Dolan sprinting up beside her is Sinead Green, but Dolan's going herself. Needs Green now though, and uses Green. Green halted on her tracks, gives it back to Dolan to set off yet again, and away she goes, does Dolan, and it's opened up here for Dolan. Lays it off. Here's a chance now for the goal, and it's a low delivery into the back of the net from Niamh Keenahan. Wonderful goal from the corner forward for Cavan. She kept it low, the goalkeeper couldn't get down, and Niamh Keenahan has got the first goal of the afternoon. It came from that girl again, Catherine Dolan, racing through to set it up, and Cavan are off to a dream start with just almost 4 minutes gone in the game. It's 1 goal and a point to a point in favour of the Breffni Blues. And what have got down? They haven't got an attack going as of yet. They're trying to do one now, but Cavan are halting them just outside the 45 metre line, snapping at them, but they couldn't get the ball back on this occasion. Here's Emer Fitzpatrick. The Mourne girls will be looking a big performance from him or from her, but the man with the whistle says that Emer has overcarried, and it's a free out for Cavan, who have really came here with the high intensity to not let Down settle into the contest at all. And here come the Blues again as the ball through the centre, and it's juggled with possession down in front of us, but holding on to it there was Emer Corcoran. Foul, says the referee Jude Dixon. It's going to be a free to Cavan, and it's going to be taken by the girl of the moment so far, and that is Catherine Dolan. She's a point to her name. She's also an assist for the goal. So Dolan looking for movement. The movement comes through the centre, and the ball is into the midfielder, which was Michaela Fitzpatrick. Back to Dolan again. Was halted on her tracks on this occasion, but Cavan hold on to it. McVitie with the outside of the boot spots the run over on the far side from Mona Sheridan. Sheridan has it, comes forward. She's got her sister beside her. She uses Aisling. Aisling sprints past one challenge, cutting infield, runs into another. Referee watches this one, and that could be given for a free out for charging. And we've seen a number of those calls in the opening game, and Down were trying to take it quickly, but the referee says not just yet, because I want to have a little word here with the Cavan number 14, Aisling Sheridan, and just explaining exactly as to why I blew it up. Aisling may not agree, but she jogs away because there's nothing she can do about this one. But here comes Down, still looking at first score, 1-1 to no score, as the ball is heading towards the Cavan goal, but Cavan are in there again to snap out that loose ball. It's been a wonderful start from the Breffni girls, and here they come yet again through the centre. They were slow off the marks against Monaghan. They're not slow off the marks this afternoon. Here's Green through the centre, chance for Dolan. She's a goal from Catherine Dolan. She set one up. She has now got one herself. It's 2 goals on a point to no score, and Catherine Dolan has been involved in all 3 of the scores. 1-1 to her name. She's also set up Niamh Keenan for the other goal, and Cavan are really in top form here. Just 7 minutes on the clock, and it's already a 7-point advantage in favour of Cavan, who are really stamping their mark here in O'Neill's Healy Park immediately into this game. And they've come in again with Lauren McVitie to that girl again, Dolan back to McVitie again. McVitie cuts in field, could have a go herself, not on this occasion. She lays it off to Aisling Sher, or not Aisling, it's not on this occasion, it was the corner forward, Niamh Keenan, the goal scorer. She gives it off now to Ellie Brady coming around the other way. Brady with the effort, umpire watches. It's a second wide for Cavan, but they are on fire at the moment. Is the Cavan girls, fresh from that good comeback against Monaghan in the semi-final, and of course fresh also from landing the National Football League Division 3 title. Just the one defeat en route to that, where they lost to Wexford, but they got their revenge in the final. And here come Down through the centre. Megan Doherty quickly off from Doherty. Down need a score to settle him into the contest. Leisha Duffy is trying to deliver that. Leisha Duffy driving forward here, lays it off. The referee says he was given an advantage. There was no advantage, so Down going back outside the 45 metre line. Defeated Monaghan in last year's Ulster final. And that's a ball in, but Cavan have that one under control, and the girl that has it is Lucy Crowe from Lacken. Cavan coming soloing out again through the middle, lays it off to Lauren McVitie. It was Shauna Lynch, the team captain, that drove out. The late change now in possession is Christina Charters, but she has been bottled up over on the far side. Managed to get it back to Lauren McVitie, who finds a little bit of space now for Mona Sheridan on the far side. Mona comes driving forward for Cavan, turns and looks for support. No support there, so she holds on to possession, then plays it out here for Aisling to run onto. That's Aisling Sheridan, her sister, as if Aisling knew exactly where Mona wanted to put it, because she was there waiting for it. And she lays it off, and the referee plays the advantage again, but they may not need it. Oh, they will, because the effort from Niamh Keenan goes to the wrong side of the post and wide, so it will be a free in to Cavan, and a chance to stretch their lead out further. And Lauren McVitie is the girl that is going to take it. Throws a little bit of green sword up into the air to judge the wind, but as we mentioned in the first game, it's difficult to judge it. It's a swirling breeze. 1 minute it's going across field, next minute it looks like it's favouring Cavan. Here is the chance for Lauren McVitie to open up an 8-point advantage, and we haven't played 9 minutes of the game as of yet. McVitie gets a good connection. Has she got the accuracy? The umpire goes, and is he going for the flag? I think he is. Indeed he is. So Lauren McVitie extends the advantage. 2-2 to no score. 9 minutes on the clock. Dream start for the Breffni girls. Cavan happy to let Down take the short kick out, but then the press comes on as they hit the 45-metre line. That first press is bypassed by the Down girls, and Aoife Lafferty is now inside the Cavan half and has opened up a little bit, but then another challenge comes in, but the referee says that it's going to be a free to Down. Cavan got these walls of defenders, one on the 45-metre line, and if they get past that they're hitting another wall, and then the tackles really begin to fly when they hit the Cavan 45-metre line. And again, as can be seen, the hands coming in to just upset the Down movement. Niamh King tries to find a little bit of space, plays it into the centre, looking for cornerback Niamh McClory to come forward. She's doing exactly that. There's opened up a little bit here for the cornerback, and she's inside the D. Needs to get support now though, looking for the sharpshooter. There might be a chance here now for their opening score, and it is their opening score, and it's a well worked score. It came from the cornerback, strong run, Niamh McClory, and then they worked it through the hands, and that was a fine score. And I'm thinking it's the number 15 that got that one. Eva Hicks is the girl that has popped it over to get Down off the mark with a fine score in the 11th minute of the opening half, and maybe that'll settle them down a little bit after being really put on the back foot immediately by Cavan. But Cavan have possession back yet again, and here's Green, the experienced Sinead Green, plays it out here now to Michaela Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick lays it off to Lucy Crowe, racing past her. Crowe in there. There's a chance here to turn, and racing in on goal. She's a goal to her name already, and so is Catherine Dolan, and Dolan is there to finish it off. Niamh Keenahan laid it off to Dolan, and Dolan with the point, and has already got a goal and 2 points to her name. Blistering pace from Cavan on a sweltering day. The question is, will they be fit to keep this up throughout the game? Jude Dixon just stopping the clock because he's going to have a word here with the linesperson on our side of the field. I'm not sure if something happened off the ball or what it is, but he's going to have a little chat, and they seem to be singling out a Down girl here. Possibly maybe it's the Water girl. It is indeed. It seems to be the Water girl. So, on we go. And the kick out, again, Cavan happy to let Down have possession until they meet their own 45-metre line, and then Cavan will begin to put in the press and almost turned it over, but they've got past that press. The next one you will feel will come, and it came, but illegally so. As the ball is spread over to the side, a little bit of space here for Amy Green. Green has got space to run into, and it's opened up here a little bit for Green. Usually hits traffic when they hit the 45-metre line, but Cavan trying to get the bodies back, and Green has overcarried and throws the ball away. So Jude Dixon may move this one up, or maybe just happy to let her off of this one. No, he's not. He's going to move it forward. Sinead Green will jog forward to take this one for Cavan, who lead by 2 goals and 3 points to a point. 18 minutes of the opening half remain. Ball into space. Racing onto it is Lauren McVitie. McVitie bends her back and gathers possession. Coming up to help her is Catherine Dolan. Dolan lays it off to Sinead Green. Back it goes to McVitie. McVitie with it. Left peg into the corner. Great ball into Keenan. Keenan has it. Tries to turn her player. Keenan shrugs off her player. Needs to get support though. Coming around the outside. There might be an opportunity to work their way in, but Down get a good hand in there to dispossess Aisling Gilson, and the Mourne girls come out with it. But it's a long fist forward. Invited Catherine Dolan to come in there, but Down hold possession, but there's no bodies forward, and the player that in possession was Niamh King. Niamh King into the centre. Back it goes again to King. King has it, but options few and far between. She will look ahead of herself and all all she would see will be blue jerseys. Just the one down player inside the Cavan 45 metre line. So options were few and far between, but they've held possession. They're trying to break forward here. But again the challenge comes in and Cavan turn it over yet again. And down when the ball doesn't go to hand, Cavan are in like a flash to dispossess it and turn it over, and they will have possession again. The referee stops the watch with 17 minutes and 1 second remaining of the opening half. But the Cavan management team, Emmett Daly, Donald Farley, will be delighted with how his side has started this Ulster Intermediate football final here in O'Neill's Healy Park. But the question is their fitness levels on a sweltering heat. Can they stick it? But it's tougher on a team to battle their way back. And down at the moment are struggling to find the answers. Good ball up here to find Michaela Fitzpatrick in space. Offloads it to Mona Sheridan on the far side yet again. Mona comes forward, up along the wing, puts on the brakes and comes back out looking for support. Lauren McVitie offers it. McVitie has it. Options are over on the side if she requires them. She uses the one beside her, Lucy Crowe. Crowe has it. Been pushed back out though and spreads it to the far side again. Coming forward is the team captain, Shauna Lynch. Gives it off to Mona. Mona cutting in on the line. Back to Shauna again. Long fist forward here looking for Keenan. This is good football, but it just didn't go to hand. But McKeenan hasn't given up, but Down have got the loose ball and the referee has given a free in. Not sure why, but he has signalled that it is a Cavan free when it looked like Down had possession, but Jude Dixon signalling that it was a foot. I'm not sure if he signalled that it was one of the Down players had caught the foot of a Cavan girl as she went for the ball, but he's pointing to the foot, so it is a free in and a chance for Cavan to extend the advantage out further. I think it is Lauren McVitie who has a point to her name already from a free, and she has popped this one between the posts again as Lauren McVitie to extend the lead out to 2-4 to a single point coming towards the end of the opening quarter. McVitie 2 frees to her name. Catherine Dolan with a goal and 2 points. Down struggling to find any answers to this blistering start from Cavan. They might try and find something now because they're in the Cavan 13 metre line, but look at the blue jersey swarming around the player, and the referee signals that it was too much from the Cavan girl. There's going to be a free in to Down, but Cavan intensity levels at their highest. So Down, you'll see maybe the flags behind the goal blowing kind of into the face now of the Down girl as she prepares to take this free. Comes forward to try and curl this one between the posts. The umpire, that's a beautiful strike. It's a beautiful score from the Mourne County, and a fine score for their second of the day to reduce the deficit ever so slightly. And the point scorer, that ball is inside, so it's going to be a free or a throw up for the referee. He's going to throw this one up between the two players. Well, that's what happened in the first game, so I'm guessing he's going to do this different, which I thought was the rule, but the ball was threw up in the first game. So she scored a free from the far side moments ago, did Emer Fitzpatrick, with a beautiful strike, but this won't suit her foot, and that's a poor pass in looking for Fitzpatrick. It's well cut out by Lucy Crowe. So Down giving possession away after that mistake of the kick out from Cavan, but here come the Breffni girls and overcarried, says the referee, so it's going to be a free. The player that overcarried was Michaela Fitzpatrick. Erin Sands trying to take it quickly, ball into the centre. It was a dangerous one, but it was picked up there by Niamh Rice as they come forward again. Down looking to maybe tag back-to-back scores. Just stay in touch with Cavan when the game was slipping away from them, but they're coming forward here if they can add a score. But this one's ballooned up into the air, but it's not gone yet. The goalkeeper watch, that's well taken there from Evelyn Bott. Well taken, and Cavan have possession back yet again. Up towards the corner back, Emer Corcoran. Quickly off now to Sinead Green. Green looks ahead of herself. It's a ball down through the centre, but it wasn't the best of passes in, looking for Aisling Gilson, and Down have it back. And Down just beginning to get a foothold. But they need scores. They trail by 2-4 to 2 points. They're coming forward yet again, trying to create the opportunities, but Cavan are not giving away anything simple. Any score Down have had to really work for, and they've only got 2 so far. Here's a chance maybe for the corner back to come forward. Lays it off again now for Fitzpatrick. Referee stops play as Fitzpatrick pops that one over the bar, but the whistle had sounded, so I think he's going back for the free. But it will be a chance here for Emer Fitzpatrick to put back-to-back scores for Down. As the ball is back out here. And Fitzpatrick, who had 1-5 against Tyrone, elects to play it short here, and the referee has said that the Cavan girl pulled the Down girls with a much more scoreable position now. You wouldn't think that Emer will turn away from popping this one between the posts. It should suit her right foot on this occasion, although she is 2-footed, more confident on the right boot. So for back-to-back scores for Fitzpatrick and important scores for Down, who trail by 8 points at the moment. Fitzpatrick hoping to make it 7, and she does so. Back-to-back scores. To 4 to 3. 11 minutes remain in the opening half. The Cavan keeper prepares to kick this one out. Way over close to the side. Oh, it took a wicked bounce. Not judged by Lucy Crowe, as she could do nothing as the ball bounced off the hard surface here in Healy Park after the dry spell. Straight over her head, straight out over the sideline. Taken quickly by Down to Niamh McClory. McClory into the centre it goes. McClory continued her run. Wasn't the best of passes inside, but she gets it. She fancies her chances, but hasn't got the legs. And Ba makes sure to gather possession. Lays it out to Mona Sheridan. Tries to go past the challenge there. Under pressure is Mona, but managed to get the ball away. Couldn't get it to the intended target, but raced after the loose ball to gather possession, and Cavan hold on to it. In now towards Charters. Lays it off to Fitzpatrick. Michaela, the Cavan Fitzpatrick. Hit the referee, so he's going to throw this one up. 2-4 to 3. 7 between them. After a blistering start from Cavan, just taking maybe the little breather as the Breffni girls. They couldn't keep that tempo going in sweltering heat like this for 60 plus minutes. It's a chance for Down to just get a little hold on the game, and they're doing that, but they need scores, but they have hit the last 2. The ball into the centre it goes. To carry this one forward, Aoife Laverty. Laverty does exactly that. She's still going as Laverty. Looks ahead of herself, and that's a good ball over the top. Might be a chance here. Somebody coming off the corner it is. And it could be a chance here for Fitzpatrick. Goes for goal, but the goalkeeper's down. Just didn't have the power, but Evelyn Bach was equal to it. But Emer Fitzpatrick just couldn't get the power behind the strike. And it was a half a chance of a goal for the Down girls. Super ball inside. But Cavan have dealt with that one. And here come the Breffni Blues yet again with Aisling Gilson. Gilson and toe to hand. Tries to cut inside the challenge. Does so. Lays it off to Sinead Green. Sinead Green now to Catherine Dolan. A goal to her name already. Make that 2 for Catherine Dolan, who has really lit up Healy Park this afternoon. 3 goals and 4 points to 3 points. That's 2 goals and 2 points already for the Lurgan girl, who is on absolute fire here in Healy Park. Sinead Green involved, and when there was a goal chance missed at one end, Cavan did not sniff up their chance when it came at the other end, and Catherine Dolan, who's been involved in nearly almost every score so far, she hit the first point, set up the goal then for Niamh Keenahan, scored a goal herself. She then followed with a point and has got a goal, so she has 2-2 to her name, and she set up the other goal. There's no doubt about the player on fire here for the Breffni girls this afternoon. The referee's whistle sounded to say that it's going to be a free to Cavan. Lauren McVitie is the girl that's going to take it, just inside the down 65 metre line. Catherine Dolan makes herself available, gathers possession, tries to get away from the challenge there of Erin Sands, pulled back by Sands, and Sands just going to have a little chat here is the referee too. Just telling her to keep the challenge down a little bit. So she's saying, how else do I stop this? Lorgan Gear, who is absolute fire so far, and she's in possession again. Out here to Sinead Green. Green cuts past one challenge. Player coming to her supporter was Lauren McVitie. Back into the centre. Picked up by Crow. Lucy, who spreads it over to Mona Sheridan. Mona, close to the stand side. Into the centre it goes again to Crow, who will now switch play to the side of the field. Into the middle to the team captain, Lynch. Lynch to Fitzpatrick, who picks out Catherine Dolan. Dolan, Sands coming back at her. Sinead Green is there also. Into the centre, and Dolan continues her run, and Dolan's in here again. Dolan with the opportunity coming off her shoulder was Niamh Keenahan, ball breaking down. Lauren McVitie's onto that one. McVitie with the effort, and Cavan, you would think, had extra players on the field. The ball breaks down. There's always a Cavan girl there to pick up the loose ball to extend the lead further, but Catherine Dolan yet again involved. 3-5 to 3 points. 6 minutes remain of this opening half that has been dominated by the Breffni girls. They made the trip here to Omagh to continue on their fine displays for 2025 that saw them land the National Football League Division 3 title after a very poor 2024 that saw them relegated from Division 2 of the National League and just about staying in the Intermediate Championship. But they've came back this year. They've built a strong team, and they've had good underage level coming through. They've also had a lot of success at schools level, so they're hoping that that can build a strong senior side, and at the moment it's looking that way. As here come Down, who had that big victory over Tyrone in the semi-final. Division 1 side, okay, they were relegated to Division 2, but they played their Division 1 football this year. That's a super tackle coming in from Catherine Dolan. She's not only superb going forward, she can go back and defend and win ball back as well. And here come Cavan with the number 10 there, Ellie Brady. Brady over to the far side, but the Cavan girl goes to ground. Down pick up the loose ball. Now there's a chance, but look, there's no Down players really to hit, and Cavan's in there. Lucy Crow turns that one over for the Breffni girls. Ball in, but Down have turned that one back over again. They've got it back, and Down trying to push their way forward. Ball into the corner, but it's a 50-50 ball, and there's a free out to Cavan, and Cavan are sharper. They're up for this contest and is showing so far. As Waco through the centre comes Michaela Fitzpatrick. Runs into traffic, but has got help with Lauren McVitie. Involved in so much as well for Cavan is the centre half forward. McVitie, back it comes to Ellie Brady. Brady sidesteps the Down challenges if she's not there. Mona Sheridan's outside her and she uses her. Mona cuts in field. Aislinn's not too far away if she needs her. Or she was trying to pick out Aisling, but Niamh Keenahan instead got the ball. So it's going to be a free in, and there's a chance here for McVitie, who has 3 points already beside her name. 2 from frees, 1 from play. And McVitie, you would fancy the crosser lock gear to pop this one between the posts to extend the lead. As the clock tells me, we have just over 4 minutes remaining of this opening half. A half that Cavan have completely dominated. Down look like they've made a change. We'll wait to see who has come on and who has gone off. McVitie steadies to come forward, but this one she is pulled out and wide. Apologies, Lauren. May have put the commentator's course on you, expecting you to pop that one over. But the cursor lock gear just didn't curl it around enough, and again Cavan happy enough there to let Down take possession. So Leif McGrath is in for Erin Stans. And Erin had her hands full against Catherine Dolan. And over carrying there from Down. So it's a free out to Cavan, who take it quickly over here to Catherine Dolan again, who has now been picked up by Amy Green. A change for Down in the personnel to try and curtail Catherine Dolan, which is tea, coffee and hot food available if you want to have half time. Thank you. As Aisling Sheridan skips past a couple of the Down girls to drive it forward here, lays it off now to Charters. Charters across to Dolan. Dolan, beautiful pass inside, looking there for Ellie Brady, but Ellie couldn't take it first time, but it's time to go after it, but slipped and could only deflect it out over the far sideline. So just over 2 minutes of the opening half remain. A half where Cavan lead by 3-5 to 3 points. 11 points the difference. And Down cannot argue, because Cavan have been completely dominant. Catherine Dolan has been superb. She puts the pressure on there, but Down hold possession. The ball into the centre, it goes to Ciara McCreena. Now in possession is Niamh McClory. McClory being pushed across by Aisling Gilson. Lays it off to Megan Doherty. Doherty, though, is put under pressure, legally so. As the challenge coming there from Shauna Lynch, the team captain for Cavan. Fouls the Down gear. And Jude Dixon wants to have a word here with Shauna. Stern talking to. And possibly any further indiscretions. Could well see you in the sin bin, Shauna, is maybe what Jude Dixon is informing the Cavan captain. So here's the first touch for Niamh McGrath since been introduced. As Down come forward to try and get something out of this game. The effort comes in. That's a fine score. A fine score indeed from Eva Hicks, her second of the day. So Down with a much needed score. Just over a minute of the opening half remains. Evelyn Buck with a kick out. Goes stand side on this occasion. That's a super kick out again. Picks out Aisling Gilson. Gilson goes long looking for Niamh Keenan. Keenan goes close to the far sideline. That's well read. That's good play from the Down defence. Keenan waited, the Down girl didn't. Can Down get another score before the break, just to give them a little bit of hope going in at the interval? Time running out though. Only 48 seconds remaining on the countdown clock. And Cavan keeping Down very much at bay at the moment. As they come forward. As they try to work their way in, but the play at the moment from Down just too slow to try and find gaps in the Cavan defence, and that doesn't help by over-carrying from Niamh McClory, so that you would feel will be enough to see the first half out for Cavan as the clock ticks into the final 20 seconds. The referee just telling Cavan to hold on, but they do get on with it inside the last 10 seconds, so there'll hardly be much time for Cavan to get the ball up the other end of the field. As they come forward here with Lucy Crowe close to the sideline, to out over the sideline from Aisling Gilson, but that is enough for the first half, and it's Cavan that lead by 3-5 to 4 points. A superb opening half of football from the Breffni Blues, led by Lorgan's Catherine Dolan, who has 2 goals and 2 points to her name. That only tells half the story of what the Lorgan girl produced in that opening half. She has been superb. Cavan have been superb and deservedly lead at the break by 3-5 to 4 points. Don't go anywhere. Second half coming up shortly. Welcome back, both sides back on the field, ready for the second half. 10 points the difference. Cavan in control, and deservedly so, with a blistering opening 30 minutes from the Breffni Blues, as the girls look to continue what has been a superb 24 hours for the Cavan County, because their minors booked a place in the Ulster final last night with victory over Donegal. Word just coming through from Castlebar is that their men have defeated Mayo in the opening round of their group game in the All-Ireland series. So the Cavan ladies looking to make it a treble of victories. But the referee Jude Dixon, before we get the second half underway, wants to have a little chat here to somebody. I think it's Niamh Keenan is the girl that he's going to have a chat to. Not sure what the hold up is here. Oh, he's going to have a chat to both Niamh Keenan and the Down girl before we get proceedings underway for the second half. I'm not sure what the problem was, but hopefully that is that, and it's all sorted, and we can now get back to what we want and the second half to get underway, and we do exactly that. Ball broken down, can they find something to get themselves back into this contest? Cavan in possession with Aisling Sheridan cuts inside the challenge, going through the centre now is a chance here for Ellie Brady. Brady didn't get a good contact though, and the goalkeeper Catherine Bourne is down to gather possession, but it was a goal chance immediately there for Ellie Brady, but she couldn't take it. Let off for Down. Missed opportunity for Cavan. Can Down hit back? Wicked bounce, that's going to suit Charters. Christina Charters of Cavan gathers possession. The Breffni girls come forward yet again. Away they go. Blistering through the centre is the team captain Lynch. She's still going as Lynch. Lynch is going to have a go, but this one drifts to the wrong side and wide. A wide for Cavan. So Catherine Byrne again allowed the opportunity to pick out a player, as Cavan let Down with possession, and then the press will come on and put them under pressure as they try to work the ball up the field. Into the centre goes to Megan Doherty. Doherty, a little bit of space, through the centre it goes. Takes a wicked bounce, but it's well gathered in there. There's a good ball forward here, looking for the full forward there, which was Niamh Rice. Couldn't take it first time, and Baugh is quickly off her line as Evelyn Baugh. Mona Sheridan comes out with it, gives it to Sinead Kelly. Sinead needs to get support, get bottled up there. Aisling Sheridan's there to help her out. Aisling going around the long way, needs to get support though, and the referee says that it's a free over carrying from Sheridan. She gets a little bit isolated along the sideline. And that's a good ball forward now. Chance here for Eva Hicks to race after this one, but she's been pushed right into the corner. Tracked back there by Lucy Crowe. Hicks needs to get support, but it's slow again from Down. And Hicks is over carried. Good defending from Lucy Crowe, but nobody was willing to get in and support Eva Hicks though. Down just looked like a beaten side at the moment. Need inspiration from somewhere. People say you shouldn't be playing the ball across your own goals, but Cavan are confident in doing so, and they've worked themselves out. Christina Charters is on her back. Sprints past Jude Dixon. And a good ball forward here, and a chance here for Aisling Gilson to stretch her legs. Inside it goes now to Lauren McVitie. McVitie through the centre. McVitie back again to Gilson. This will be a superb goal, but Gilson couldn't deliver it, and puts it to the wrong side of the post and wide. Didn't even get a point out of it. That was another blistering move from Cavan. Their pace Down simply cannot match. And in this performance, what we saw of Cavan in the league, they will have a huge say in the All-Ireland series of the Intermediate Championship also. As Down come forward, but that ball's close to the sideline. Out over the sideline, is it? No, still kept in play, but it suited the Cavan girl as she waited and gathered the ball. Ball forward here into space, but it's going to be read by the Down defence who get there first. But Down are struggling to break any holes in the Cavan defence at the moment. as they come forward, but it's slow. They need to get bodies forward. Cavan defensively have been rock solid. Ball across here now, picked up by Niamh McClory. McClory into space here. This is better from down, but they need to get the bodies up here in support. So try to work their way through with Hicks. Hicks under pressure though. Needs to get support. Ball into the centre it goes. Might be an opportunity here now. Here's a chance for Fitzpatrick. That's the girl that wanted the ball. She's coming forward, gets the ball away, but it's gone to the wrong side and wide. Chance for down, not taken. They've been few and far between, and they've failed to take them. They've had 2 sniffs at goal. Neither of them have been taken. That's inside again. The referee's whistle doesn't sound though, but it has to sound now. A few times now Cavan have got their kick-outs wrong. Ball is taken quickly, too quickly, because it wasn't taken from the correct spot. So down, have to go back again. Almost 5 minutes gone in the second half. We still await the first score. Ball in, looking for Hicks, pushing the back. Nope, says the referee. Down still have it though. Get up and get the effort away. The referee watches and the umpire watches as well. And there's 2 wides in a row for down, who are not making any impact on the scoreline. Cavan make a change. 13 is going off. Niamh Keenahan, no, it's down, apologies. Niamh King is going off, and it looks like it's the number 19 that is coming on, Vivian McCormick. So 19 for 13 on the down side. Looking for a little bit of firepower. Vivian McCormick could well deliver that. But they need to get the possession into her. Instead, it's Ellie Brady that's on her bike on the far side that's coming forward. Goes to ground under the challenge. Referee says it was a fair challenge. Down do have it back. The ball is forward, but they need to move it in quickly into the forwards before Cavan get the bodies back. But unfortunately for down, they were getting too many players back into defence. Here's Fitzpatrick though. Emer comes forward. Fists it inside now. The chance now possibly to try and get an effort away. Inside now to McCormick, but beaten to it. Cavan get the bodies back, and the referee says that's going to be a free in. So this is an opportunity for down to get their first score of the second half. They need to begin to start making inroads into the 10-point deficit. Emer Fitzpatrick has the opportunity to do so here. She has hit 2 of their 4 points so far, both from frees. She comes forward here, looking for the first score of the second half. She turns away because she's happy with it. And down do have the first score of the second half to begin what they will be hoping will be a fight back. 9 points adrift though. Evelyn Buck goes long, looking for Aisling Sheridan. Sheridan judges it to perfection and wins herself a free. Foul there by Klarna Mulvanna, the team captain. Cavan make a change. Niamh Keenahan is now going off, and coming in is the number 20, which is Kerry McCormick. So 20 for 13 on the Cavan side. Keenahan scored the first goal of the game to set them on the way. So Mona Sheridan takes the free, takes the return off the substitute there, McCormick. Into the centre it goes. Cavan comfortable in possession. Away goes Lynch, the team captain. Over to the far side, just held the run a little bit, but she's got possession now as Charters. Back towards Lynch, but just didn't go to hand. In fairness to down, they were in quickly. Centre half back there, Aoife Brogan was the girl that intercepted that pass. Had she not, Lynch was setting her sights and running through the centre towards goal. But down survived this one. Ball forward here. Bounce didn't suit her, but she gathered possession ahead of Mona Sheridan. Mona confronts Niamh Rice, who ball into the corner, but Eva Hicks could not take. And it's out over the sideline. Sideline ball to Cavan. So sideline to the Breffni girls, who lead by 9. It's a dangerous one again, but it's well taken down at our feet there from Emer Corcoran. Back to Shauna Lynch, and Evelyn Bott makes herself available. Out it goes to Christina Charters. Charters carries the ball outside her own 45-metre line. Plays it into the centre. Again, it wasn't the best of passes. And Down get in there. There's a couple now from Christina that just didn't go to hand. They give Down the opportunity, but Down are still not making any inroads on the score sheet though. They need to get more bodies forward and moving the ball a bit quicker into the forward line. Amy Green is going to carry this one forward. Lays it off now to Fitzpatrick. Good running here from McClory. McClory offloads it to Eva Hicks. Good block down though from Sinead Kelly. And out comes Kelly, the full back for Cavan. Turning defence into attack. She's still going as the full back. And she's still going. Gets a shout from Catherine Dolan. Dolan's roaring at her to give it to her. And she gives it to her now. Dolan's away now. This will be a superb goal. Dolan inside. If it is, Sheridan's the chance. The opportunity here from Aisling Sheridan. Finished on the back of the net. Superb play from Cavan. Beginning with a wonderful block down from Sinead Kelly. She set off up the field. Laid it off to Catherine Dolan. Inside to Aisling Sheridan. Sidestepped the challenge. Back of the net. Superb goal. Wonderful team goal. Cavan at their very, very best. 4-5 to 5 points. And here they come again with Dolan. 2-2 to her name is already, and also 2 assists. Inside, here's a chance now for Gilston for another one for Cavan. Aisling Gilston hits goal number 5 for the Breffni girls, who are rampant in Healy Park and on their way to Ulster success. Aisling Gilston getting her name on the score sheet with a goal. Again, Dolan was involved. This time the assist though goes to Aisling Sheridan. The Aislings combined, and the Aislings have hit the last 2 scores, a goal apiece. Aisling Sheridan and now Aisling Gilston. 5-5 to Cavan. 5 points to Down, and Cavan have really came here on a mission and they're going about their business superbly, it must be said. They have hit the ground running from the first throw in and have never given up, and have turned on a superb display here in the sunshine of O'Neill's Healy Park. Cavan girl goes to ground off the ball. Down get on with it. Niamh McClory to the far side. It's about respectability now for Down. Just a little bit of confidence heading into the All-Ireland series, because this game they know has slipped away from them. To try to work their way in. There might be a goal chance here as they work it in here, but it just didn't go to hand. It's fisted, but it didn't take a touch, I don't think. Or has it taken a touch off anybody? If not, it's going to be disallowed, and the umpires aren't going for the green flag. So I don't think it touched anybody as that ball fisted towards the goal. So I don't think the goalkeeper got a touch, and I don't think any of the defenders or other forwards got a touch, but the umpires will know because they're standing right next to the action, and the referee, but going by the umpires not going for the flag, they know immediately that nothing happened and it's not a goal. So play will resume. If a kick out here, but we're going to have a change for Cavan. Ellie Brady is being replaced by Niamh McCrory. So 21 in place of 10 on the Cavan side, as Ellie Brady makes her way off on the far side of the park. Her day is done. Played her part in what has been a superb Cavan display. So the kick out from Evelyn Butt just goes straight though to Aoife Laverty. Laverty's ball in quickly here, and there might be a chance here for Hicks. Quick one in here now. Here's a goal chance. Surely it'll be taken this time. It is from Emer Fitzpatrick, and Down have a goal. Emer Fitzpatrick delivers it, and the two main force in the Down performance so far, Eva Hicks and Emer Fitzpatrick combined, and Fitzpatrick gets her goal. 5-5 to 1-5. That's better from Down. Quicker play, and there was players available for the quick offload. Good ball in from Laverty, found Hicks. Hicks quick offload found Fitzpatrick, and it delivered the goal. And here come Down again, just with their tails up a little bit if they could add on a further score. As I said, it's all about respectability for them and a little bit of confidence going into the All-Ireland series, because unless a miracle happens in the last 17-18 minutes of this game, this one has slipped away. But they just need a bit of confidence in the side again ahead of the All-Ireland series. There's going to be a free here for the goal scorer Fitzpatrick. Steadying herself, looking at the post. Forces it and drives it in and drives it over the bar. Does Emer Fitzpatrick for a point. 1-4 now for the wing half forward. So that's 2 scores in a row for Down. It's given Cavan something to think about. But here come the Breffni girls yet again. Ball into the centre. Picked up now by Sinead Kelly. Kelly's got Fitzpatrick away. That's Michaela Fitzpatrick. And Michaela has it. But Down just beginning to put in the challenges, and Michaela Fitzpatrick is overcarried. And this will be moved forward as well. Down just rattling Cavan a little bit here. Just asking questions of them. At the moment, Cavan just beginning to get a little bit rattled. And no need to, because they're in control. 5-5 to 1-6. We've another change on the downside. Niamh McClory is going off, and the player coming in is Shauna Fettis. So 20 for 4 on the downside. 16.5 minutes remaining. 5-5 to Cavan, 1-6 to Down. Lafferty with the free. Forward it goes. And a chance to come forward here for the full forward. And that comes in. That's a super score again. Beautiful score from Niamh Rice. Down now beginning to move a little bit, but they've left it possibly too late. 10 points adrift though, but they've hit 1-2 without reply now. It's better from the Mourne girls. Ball has another superb kick out from Evelyn Buck. Sinead Green, been quieter in the second half. Into the centre. Mona Sheridan has it now. Mona has got an option outside her. She requires her, and it's Niamh McCrory. McCrory takes it, gives it back to Sheridan. Mona comes soloing forward, under pressure, but shrugs off that challenge, gives it into Lauren McVitie. McVitie will see Catherine Dolan on the far side. Picks her out. Oh, Catherine took her eye off the ball momentarily, but that'll not matter, because she has time to pick it up again. Goes and picks up the loose ball when it was knocked away from her. Lauren's there to help her out. Superb playmaker is Lauren McVitie. Caught high, wins a free. Just slowing it down, because the tails were up a little bit with Down there. Although this game is well out of their reach at the moment. It's Cavan in control. 5-5 to 1-7. 20 plays 10. Here come the Breffni girls for the team captain Lynch. Coming out to meet her then is Aisling Sheridan. Sheridan gathers possession and then plays it out to Lynch again, who gives it right back here. As they come forward, across it comes to Mona Sheridan. Mona has time to carry it forward. Waits for support from Lauren McVitie, who gathers it. Turns away from the Down girls, gives it back here to Michaela Fitzpatrick. Good play from Cavan, just taking the sting out of the Down challenge after hitting that 1-2 without reply. Coming forward again is the team captain Shauna Lynch. Catherine Dolan's on her bike. She's in possession now as Dolan. Quickly out to the far side. Picked up there. Just lost possession, did they? Nope, they've won it back again. And the effort comes in, but it's across the front of the goal. But Aisling Sheridan's racing after this one. She has time to pick it up. She does so. Aisling comes across field, into the centre it goes, and Aisling Gilson has the chance, but she puts it to the wrong side and wide from Gilson. So 5-5 to 1-7. Look at the watch, tells me 13 minutes and 45 seconds remain. The Breffni girls looking to complete a superb treble for the weekend for the Breffni County. The minor men beat Donegal to reach the Ulster final last night. The senior men went to Castlebar today as underdogs to defeat Mayo in the first round in the All-Ireland series. And that's a superb ball forward looking for Eva Hicks. It's a race for possession. Hicks up against Sinead Kelly. But the referee says that Hicks shouldered Kelly. So it's going to be a free out. The Down support down in front of me do not agree, as you would expect. A free out to Cavan. To the far side it goes. Close to the sideline. Well kept in play there by Niamh McCorry. And away go Cavan again with that girl Catherine Dolan. Inside it comes to Crow. Crow almost caught in possession there. And luckily also that dropped the ball, because she may have been blue for overcarrying. That slipped through the hands of Megan Doherty. And picked up now by Lauren McVitie. And Lauren McVitie is fouled. McVitie has put in a Trojan amount of work. A superb footballer is across her lock here. Gives it over to this side here to set Christina Charters on her bike. Mona Sheridan lets a shout out of her from behind and gathers the possession and takes the return off Michaela Fitzpatrick. Mona Sheridan, away she goes again. Looking there for the run of Catherine Dolan. Dolan gathers possession. Another brilliant pass in from Dolan. Picks out Aisling Sheridan, turns like a sixpence, and Aisling Sheridan burying in on goal. Here will be a super point from Sheridan. Wonderful score from Aisling Sheridan. Great ball in from Catherine Dolan. And Aisling Sheridan showing all her expertise and skill in turning her player and matching it with the finish. 5-6 to 1-7. Just over 11 minutes remaining. There's a little flurry from Down has died away. Cavan took the sting out of it, just slowed the play down. That's a good ball forward, well picked up again by Christina Charters. Mona Sheridan races after this one, gathers possession before giving it to Kerry McCormick. Mona Sheridan making the dash for the return. So too is the ball in, but it just curled away there. I think it was Aisling Gilston. It was indeed. It wasn't the pass, just went behind her. She had made a good run inside. Down have it back again. They drive the ball into space here, but that's well read there by Shauna Lynch. The Cavan captain gathers the ball. They've worked their way out now. Sinead Kelly gives it into Michaela Fitzpatrick. Back it goes to Kelly again, going on one of those strong runs again from the full back position. Gives it over to the far side. Catherine Dolan gathers it. Into the centre it comes. To McVitie. Lauren spreads it over here to Mona Sheridan. Sheridan has got space to come forward, and she's coming, and she invites McCormick to come on to this one. McCormick with the effort. Another good score. Kerry McCormick with this one, and the substitute gets her name on the score sheet. And Cavan have settled any nerves that they may, although there wasn't too many, but they've responded to the goal in 2 points without reply for Down with two of their own. Aisling Gilston is being replaced by Rebecca McLaughlin on the Cavan side, so 18 replaces 15 on the Cavan team. We have just 10 minutes remaining of normal time. So the change complete, and Down get on with it. As they come forward out of defence. Working their way up the field. A chance to try and come forward here. But they've been halted, and the referee says over carrying. And Cavan, like they've been all afternoon, forcing the errors, as Down make a change now. And going off the field is Leisha Duffy, and she has been replaced by the number 26. So Maeve Kelly replaces Leisha Duffy on the Down side. 26 for 11. As Cavan take the free. The clock inside the final 10 minutes. Cavan on the way to intermediate honours here in O'Neill Park, or Healy Park, in the county of Tyrone. So no back-to-back titles for Down, as they were looking for a third intermediate Ulster title in 5 years. But it's not going to be, and it's going to be a first intermediate title for Cavan since 2011. Of course, a number of those years they were up in senior ranks. Just about survived an intermediate last year though. So credit has to be given to the players and management of Cavan. They have come back strong this year, and that's a good ball in. And this key player in turning it around, of course, has been Aisling Sheridan. He made the decision, of course, last year to end her term for the AFL, to come back home for good and to play for Mullahorn and Cavan. And as I mentioned earlier, occasions like this make it all worthwhile. Michaela Fitzpatrick, who has put in a huge amount of work for Cavan, day has been come to an end now as Dervla Lynch replaces her. So 23 replaces number 8 on the Cavan side. So 23 for 8. We have just about 8 minutes remaining. Sideline ball to Cavan. The ball is into the centre. Good run there from Niamh McCrory. Handled a lot of balls since she's been introduced as McCrory. And here goes that girl again, Catherine Dolan. Another superb pass from Dolan. Inside it goes. Picked out the substitute in there, Rebecca McLaughlin, but her pass didn't go to hand. It's going to be a free out here for Down. From Down, we're looking the advantage there, but every decision now the Down support are not happy with, but I think it's more frustration at how this afternoon has gone overall, because they've been beaten by a very strong Cavan side. And Down get on with it, but the referee calling them back again. That won't help the Down support. So it's going to be a free here to Down. Taking it is Shauna Fettis. Shauna takes it backwards. And the ball going to be spread across to the far side now. Claire Milburn spreads it away over to the far side as they try to work their magic up along the far wing. That's good play over on the far side, but they're a long way from goal, unfortunately for them. So try to work their way in and create something. Back it comes out again to Doherty. Further back out here now towards Aoife Brogan, but they've been pushed away out the field. Aoife Laverty tries to find a little bit of space, does so. Into the corner it goes, but Cavan again have all the avenues closed off, so Down have to try and find another way through, and they might find a way through the centre here. The effort comes in and goes over the bar. It's a good score for Down, and they need those players coming from deep, but unfortunately for Down, we haven't seen enough of it this afternoon from them. So that was a well timed run this time, and it was a well taken score. It was Ciara McCreener was the girl that popped it over the bar in the end. 5-7 to 1-8. Under 6 minutes remaining of this intermediate decider, live here from O'Neill's Healy Park. The TG4 Ulster Intermediate Football Championship Final. As Mona Sheridan looks for her sister Aisling, who gathers possession. Quick offload now to Sinead Green. Lauren McVitie's going through the centre, and they've another body on the far side. Here's a chance here. Effort comes in. Goal number 6 for Cavan. Finished with a plumb to the back of the net yet again. Another superb move. Quick hands. And the finish was delightful in the end. And I think it is the number 21. And it is indeed Niamh McCrory, who really has impressed me since being introduced, it must be said. And we have a change on the Cavan side. Also going off the field is Emer Corcoran. So 6 of the best from Cavan this afternoon. And the player coming in, I think it was number 17, Katie Howlett, looks to be in for the Cavan side. So we're inside the last 5 minutes. Cavan on the verge of winning the title, and Catherine Dolan picks up that loose ball, gives it to Mona Sheridan, who offloads it into her sister Aisling. Aisling waits for the run. The run comes from McVitie. McVitie has been pulled, dragged, and goes to ground. It's going to be a free in. And a chance for the Crusher Lockyer to add on another point to her name. Has run herself into the ground. Takes the free quickly into Dolan. Dolan looking for goal number 7 here, but she's been crowded out. Fisted over the bar though from Catherine Dolan. Point for Dolan. That's 2-3 for Dolan. But 2-3 just tells half the story of what Catherine Dolan has produced here in Healy Park this afternoon. She has been superb, but so has all the Cavan players, in fairness. But Dolan has been just that little bit extra special, along with the likes of Lauren McVitie too. But here come Down. Up along the wing it goes, but Cavan always get a hand in to break it up and just momentarily halt the Down attack. Ball goes away across the field, slips through the hands of the Down girl, and again it's Cavan that have the bodies there. Kerry McCormick on this occasion. And away go Cavan again. Mona Sheridan still running as if it's the first minute of the game and gathers possession. Slows it down, but he's under pressure here and being isolated, and the referee has blew her for over carrying. Not too sure. We will agree with you on that one, Jude, but the free is taken there by Vivian McCormick into the centre to Brogan. Brogan's pass though is a straight, and it's picked up now by Katie, or number 7, Sophie Daly. Sophie Daly forward to Aisling Sheridan. Sheridan turns her player, and away goes Dolan on the far side again, but Sheridan goes herself on this occasion and pops it over the bar. Aisling Sheridan with another point for the Cavan girls. 6 goals and 9 points to 1 goal and 8 points. Cavan within 3 minutes of being officially crowned Ulster champions for 2025. And a side will not just be content on winning the Ulster title. They will be thinking bigger fish are there for them, and it will take a good side to beat them. Division 3 National Football League champions already this year, on the verge now of the Ulster Intermediate title. We'll be thinking All-Ireland Intermediate success is there for them as well. Into the centre it goes to McVitie. There's so many stars all over the field. Ball across, not the best of passes, but again I think it was McVitie went in there for the loose ball. It was. Mona Sheridan deserves a score, but Mona will not look back on that one with great delight. But she's had a very solid afternoon in the blue of Cavan, and always does. The Down support heading for the exit gates, disappointed. There's to be no back-to-back titles for the Mourne girls, but they will have to lift themselves, rebuild, and get ready for the All-Ireland series that will begin in the next few weeks' time. Cavan will be going into that with confidence, and belief will be growing in them. As the ball coming through is Laverty. To the far side we go. Is there another score in Down? Effort coming in, it's a dangerous one. It's just dropped out and wide though. Out and wide with 70 seconds on the countdown clock remaining. Evelyn Bott, Cavan custodian, with a kick out, and a short out to her full back Sinead Kelly. So Kelly under pressure but managed to get it away, and Cavan will be looking to hold possession now to see out the remainder of the game. The team captain Shauna Lynch will be climbing the steps very shortly. Outside of the boot looking for Aisling Sheridan. It's just good defending though, held her off, but in like a shot to pick up the loose ball was Catherine Dolan. Spreads it across here and picked up by Niamh McCorry. McCorry looks for McCormick. It's Kerry McCormick, of course. Back out it comes to McVitie. McVitie says thank you very much. I will pop that one over the bar to 6 goals and 10 points for the Breffni Blues with inside the final 10 seconds. So Cavan are your Ulster Intermediate champions for 2025 with an absolutely superb performance here in O'Neill's Healy Park. They've landed the Ulster Intermediate title to go along with their Division 3 National Football League title they won earlier in the year, and this is a side that will take a lot of beating as they enter the All-Ireland series. For Down is not to be back-to-back titles. They will now to refocus and get themselves ready for the All-Ireland series, but they can have no complaints this afternoon. They were well and truly beaten by a very solid and strong Cavan side. It's Cavan that are your Ulster Intermediate champions on a final score of Cavan 6 goals and 10 points. Down 1 goal and 8 points. We'll have the presentation, so don't go anywhere. But it's Cavan's day. And it's Cavan's weekend. Their minor men won last night, their senior men won earlier this afternoon, and now their ladies are crowned Ulster Intermediate champions. For myself, Alan Gunn, Damien on camera, Darren back at base, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon for Antrim's junior success and now Cavan's intermediate success. For myself, Alan Gunn, and the team here at Mac AFE and all at Ulster LGFA, it's goodbye, but stay tuned because the camera will still be rolling for the presentation of the cup to the Cavan captain, Shauna Lynch.
Of Ulster Council, Ladies Gaelic Football Association, I want to congratulate both teams on an excellent display here today in our intermediate final. Our finals are a track competition of all teams and tight games are provided, and this game proved to be no exception where all the skills were on display. Unfortunately for down today, they came up short, and we would like to offer our commiserations to them and to wish them well for the rest of the year ahead. Before we have the presentation, I want to thank a number of people. I want to thank all my Ulster Council colleagues for their efforts here today. I also want to thank the Oma Club for the excellent use of their facilities. And I want to congratulate, of course, Cavan today on their tremendous victory. And of course to wish them all the best in the All-Ireland series to come. Before we have the presentation to the winning captain, Ulster Council always offer a Player of the Match award, and that Player of the Match today goes to the Cavan number 12, Catherine Dolan. Now it gives me great pleasure to present the cup to the winning captain, Shauna Lynch.
I don't know what to say here. I'm a bit shocked, but firstly, thanks so much to Ulster ladies. Thank you to the referee and officials today. Thank you to Down for an absolute battle. I don't think the score really reflected how tough that was out there, and the heat just increased those tough conditions, so well done. To all our supporters that came here today, it's great to see such a fantastic crowd considering the men are playing away as well, so thank you for travelling up here today, and it made all the difference in the end as well. To all the girls, thank you so much. We put in an outrageous shift from the start of the year. We won the league, and now we moved on to our next title, thank God. We put in the work, and thank God we have the cup here today to prove that hard work. To all the management, I'm not going to start naming names because I would forget someone. Thank you so much. You have stepped in this year, and I said it before, you've taken the reins, and from the get-go, you've showed a new Cavan, and you have brought us here to where we are today, so thank you so much. Yeah, I think I've said all my thank yous, so thank you very much.